Today I will be working on this fan. It's a Pegasus 16-inch wall fan. The model number WF.40, 110 volt, 60 Hz, 55 watt. Alright, it has plugged in already. Alright, this is what the person did. They didn't have any electrical tape, so they used plastic bag. It is not safe, so guys, please get electrical tape and do it properly. Alright, with this fan nothing is wrong with it, but the person want me to transfer this, and instead of a wall fan they want me to transfer it and make it as a standing fan. Alright, but it has a sound on it, so I'm going to correct that sound also. I make you hear it. That sound. So I'm going to correct that sound and also convert it to a standing fan. Alright, so let's get to it. So first I'm going to remove those two screws, remove that one, and also these screws. Alright, lucky enough, yeah, I have those tools. Alright, it's a tool set. I don't remember the name of it, but I will be using this screw head to remove the special screw. So I'm going to head and remove and let you see the process. Alright, stay tuned. Alright, upon pulling this fan, I notice there's a jumper right from the live come to the other side of the capacitor. Alright, the reason for this is because whoever had the fan before, they have some knowledge, right, about this, but they never do it the right and proper way. So what they did, the thermal fuse for this motor blow. So in order to get the fan working, they bypass the fuse by using a jumper, right, from the live to the other side of the cat. Alright, this is not acceptable. Alright, so as I said, this is not acceptable. Alright, totally not safe, because the fan is built for a fuse to protect the circuit and protect further damage to either the appliance or to other to your household, right? And the biggest error, the person who did it did not even wrap this side and also this side with electrical tape. So if this two shorts out on the frame of this iron, could cause serious problem. Alright, so this is a jumper they use to bypass the thermal fuse in order to get the fan working. Alright, I'm going to demonstrate it and show you. Again, the bearing on this gone because hold on, this is shaking too much, excessive, back and forth. You see it, it's shaking, so I have to replace this with this one. I'm going to use the housing on this to complete this. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to plug in the fan, let you see it running, and then disconnect the jumper and show you, so it's not going to work after. Alright, so the jumper is in, same way. I'm going to see it working. So I'm going to remove the jumper and let you see after. So first, plug it out. Alright, the jumper is removed, as you can see, remove from the cap, but connect over here, right? So take this out of the way, right? Plug it in back, right? Turn the switch, nothing. Alright, nothing. All right, so I'm going to do it the correct way and then let you see. So how inside I look, you can see this motor wasn't the original for this fan. The reason being, this wire is red and the color come to the switch is different, as you can see. Right, so now I'm going to remove all of this what is in here and convert it to a standing fan. But first I have to fix the fuse in this. Replaced it. Alright, so I'm going to remove this screw, that screw, and this screw, and then disconnect them. Right, well, I already marked them already. Write down the color code and which speed, which is right here. Purple 1 speed, red 2 speed, black 3rd speed. Alright, so everything has been removed, as you can see. So just so before I unscrew it, I make sure I mark it, so when I'm fitting it back I know exactly how to set it. Alright, so I'm going to remove 1, 2, 3 and 4 screws to get inside the motor to remove the blown fuse and replace it with a new one. Right, and then correct this that the person have made. Right, so stay tuned. Alright, I show you. This is what I'm talking about, where see it how it's shaking? You're not supposed to have that amount of play. Alright, inside of the bearing eat out. Alright, so I have to get a new head. Alright, with the bearing in it, because I don't have the tool. I don't think this type of, all the way they seal it, I don't think I can even reach and get out the bearing. Alright, this is how the motor looks inside. Not pleasing, so I'm going to remove this section now and let you see. Alright, you can see how this is how it looks from the inside, guys. If you notice, after time these tie strap going to be break because high temperature and it's going to crystallize. So yeah, so I'm going to check out the fuse, let you see, and clean it up and put it together and let you see how it works. Alright, so I remove it carefully, and this is the meter right here. I'm going to touch the two leads together. Alright, I'm going to put one lead right here where the fuse is, and the other lead right over here where they make the connection, the jumper. See, nothing. But if I come like this, working, nothing. So the fuse that is right here, thermal fuse, blown. So I'm going to replace it, let you see. Alright, so that is a fuse. Alright, meter is working, so I'm going to check the fuse now. One lead here, other lead here, nothing. Come like this, so the fuse blown. So I'm going to use this fuse to replace that one. Alright, so this is going to come right here, fuse good. Alright, So in order to use this solder to more effective, I have to use resin paste, because this solder wire doesn't have this paste flux inside of it, right? So you're going to make much harder to solder. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to dip little, rub on it, on this, right? Do the same thing for this side, not too much. And also, like I show you, I'm going to dip some in this. Alright, yeah. So first, alright, I'm going to use my solder iron and make some solder connection. Alright, as you can see, make sure it's nice and clean. Alright, alright, so I wrap the other end of the fuse, so I'm add local flux to it. Alright, then I'm going to dip into that, then I'm going to solder it. Solder it now in the right and proper way. Alright, alright, so I'm going to test it, show you. Alright, so get back my meter, put the leads together, getting a buzzing sound. Alright, put one lead of the meter here and put the next here. See that? Fuse working. Alright, so I'm going to tidy it up and like it, and then show you the working process. Alright, so fuse intact. Alright, the tie strap that was on it, they get crystallized, you know, so yeah, they got crystallized. So yeah, so now this now would have to tape it up properly, and same thing for this side, right? Because you don't want nothing to short out. So yeah, that's it. Oh, and guys, the string that I use, I don't know the material that makes it. I've been using these type of string a good while now, and fix other fans, and I don't get any complaint, and they're durable. Alright, so if you're concerned about the string that I use, it is safe. Alright, so let's fit it up and then test it. As you can see, I wrapped it, so now I'm going to put local tension on this. What I'm going to do, open this up a little bit more. Alright, and then draw on it some more, draw on it, and put it right there. Alright. Alright. Right there. And then I'm gonna wrap some tape on it to keep it in place. Alright. Wrap some tape. To keep it in place, guys. Alright, so that's how you do it. Secure. Alright, so fit it up on. Alright, so went ahead and I fit it up back. Alright, you can see there's no more jumper. Alright, because the jumper was here. I'll come right here. No more jumper. Alright, so the conversion that I told you earlier, that the person wanted to be a standing fan instead of a wall fan. So this is what I'm going to do. This is the conversion that I will be using, right? So this is different from this, right? Remember the stand that it came with earlier was a wall one. Now I'm going to put this to a standing fan. With this type of housing, it has this feature where instead of you turning on the fan and have to turn it off back, you can set a timer, right? You spin it to the desired that you want it on, right? So you don't have to turn off the fan manually, it's automatically. So what it does is you twine this basically, and these two pins or contact should be closed, right? So I won't be using this circuit. As you can see, I pull it up, I have this throw down somewhere, so I'm not going to use this circuit, right? The only thing I'll be using is these, right? So these buttons are okay, they are good, because before these I have to test this before already, right? So I can tell you they are working. Alright, so what I'm going to do now, some modification have to be done. Alright, I'm reusing this back from the previous housing it is, but I have to go use what I'm going to use. I'm going to use this screw to hold it in place. So because this doesn't come with this, I have to use this screw with a nut to hold it in place, right? And the fan will be able to rotate everything. So we're going to see it. So first I'm going to put this aside. First I have to unscrew this, right? Unscrew this, and you're gonna push the wire down, right? So this is what I'm going to do. Push the wire down. Alright, wire push through, and then I'm going to put this through here, screw it on here, right? Screw it on. You don't want it too tight, because as I said before, the person who worked on this fan did some modification to this already. So I'm just going to reuse what the person have done. Alright, so I can't make it too tight. Alright, see, I have to slacken it a little bit. so it can have a little play. Alright, now unscrew this. So how this work, normally you tighten to clockwise, but in this case you have to tighten this, it has to be anti-clockwise in order to tighten this. Alright, hold on. Put this here. Use a terminal screwdriver anti-clockwise as I show you. Alright. Alright, so this now going to stay like this. Alright, going to stay like this. Alright, so this is going to be a problem. So what I'm supposed to do now, after the release, I'm going to release back this. So you see that? Turn it clockwise to loosen it up. So I'm going to remove this for a while. Alright, so I can have more flexibility. Alright, like that. Alright, this now. Okay, so what I need to do is put on this first. Alright, put on this first, then where is that? Okay, found it. So you have to be patient, guys, remember. Alright, so put this through, put this through this hole. Let's see if I can show you it. Alright, put it straight down, straight down. Alright, that is how it's going to look. It's jumping out back. Alright, so I keep it in place. Sorry about that, guys, for the let's see if I can catch it. Nice, it has catched. Alright, so now, and it's going to stay like this. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Fix this wire. So basically this is how it's going to sit. Alright, so now alright, so based on how this look, the wires are short. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to extend them in order to fit the terminals so that when I'm fitting it up, I can easily adjust. Alright, so these are the wires I'm going to use. Right, so red will go on red, black will go on black, while the blue will go on the purple. Alright, while the white will be the neutral. Alright, so first I'm going to go with the red. I'm going to loosen this up, that. Alright, same thing for the block. Alright, same thing for the block, guys. And do it like this, catch, and that. Cut it to, I don't want too much excess. Same thing for this. Alright, now for the purple now, same thing. Same thing for the purple, guys. Come like this. And then kind of like that. Use the pliers. Right. Then now I'm going to use some resin paste flux. Reason being, this solder doesn't have the flux. Alright, as I said earlier. So I'm going to dip some on this solder wire and some on the wire itself. Alright, put some on that, nice. Do the same thing for this. Nicely done. The same thing for the black. Alright, and then dip this. Alright, now my solder iron is hot. So let's get some solder. Sorry about this poor soldering, guys. Trying to catch this properly. Alright, so guys, I went ahead and soldered myself. In terms of, I don't have I think they call it the helping hand tool for electronics, where you can use to hold the wires and you can easily solder it properly. So they are already soldered. So now I'm going to use some electrical tape around these. As you can see, use some electrical tape. Alright, use some electrical tape on them. Alright, so like that. Same thing for this block. Alright. Oops, this doesn't wrap properly. Alright. Alright, so these wires are secured. The reason why I don't have this length is because the wire that I'm going to use, it can easily come up to this. Alright. Alright, so now remember I say I won't be using this in the circuit. Alright. Alright. So now I'm going to use this white wire now. Alright. It has a bulge right here, and it has to come through this hole. So in order for this to work, you just cut it. You just cut it right off. And remember, guys, just a while ago I cut the wire like this. I cut the wire like this. Remember, when you're working on a circuit, that is you're not sure if it is live or not, whether it's live or not, do not cut, right? It will cause damage to yourself. So it's good to peel the wire, right? To peel the wire, right? And then you cut, right? In any electronic devices, do not cut both wire at once. Cut it one by one and you work safe. That way you won't injure yourself. So remember that, guys, do not cut both wires. Whether you're working on electrical or electronic equipment, always separate the wires and cut, whether the circuit is live or not. Alright, so that I did was a mistake. Alright, so you cut it one and one. Alright, so peel it enough, and this part of the wire will get pushed through here. Alright, push through, and then it's going to be clamped down right here. Alright, so before I do that, let's peel this wire. Let's peel it. That length is good enough. Alright, I don't have any wire strippers, guys, so I'm using this knife to do the job. At the same time, I'm being careful. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I don't know which one. If you notice on this plug, you know, so the pins are different. Alright, so this is the live and this is the neutral, but I don't know which one on this leg, so I need to use my meter. Alright, so I'm going to show you that. Alright, see, meter is working. So now I'm going to just choose one lead. Alright, it doesn't matter. So I'm going to choose this side. Alright, nothing. Alright, so this is a neutral. This one is a neutral, so I'm going to make an indication on that by putting a black tape around it. Alright, and so I'm going to put a black tape around it so that it identifies that is my neutral. Alright, so as I said, this is marked as a neutral already. Alright, have some length on the wire already. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to screw it down to hold it in place. Alright, I'm going to screw it down in place, right? For the time being, I might make some adjustments. Alright, so do the same thing that I was doing earlier. I don't necessarily have to do this, you know, guys. I don't necessarily have to do this, right? But I like to do my thing professionally, you know. So I don't have to do this. Can get some wire connectors, but I don't have any presently now, so I'm doing this. I don't have any, so I'm just doing it this way. Alright, cut off that I don't want. Alright, put some flux on this, not too much though. dip my solder, get some solder on this, and using a plain paper to cover. Right, don't want the solder to drop on the circuit. Alright, so I'm properly take my time to solder onto this wire. Alright, it is finished soldered. Remove my marker. Well, I'm not going to remove the marker. I'm just going to do it proper. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put the marker up further. Alright, I'm going to do that. So if anybody else to work on this, they will know exactly which lead is a neutral, right? Don't always think for yourself, guys, and say because you work on it you might be the same person work on it. Always do a job that when the next person is going on it to do some work, they know how to, you know. So just don't. So always do your work properly. So do that. And as I said before, I'm going to make a marker to indicate it's a neutral leg. So this is going to be the neutral leg. Same thing here. Wrap it around this, so you can know say these are the neutral legs. Alright, come to this now. Alright, so block up on number 1. Alright,
people say I call the one what you say,
and blue come to number 2. Alright. Red go to number 3. Alright, so the power now come to this. Alright. Alright. So let's fit it up. And so fan is done. Plug in. We're going to test it now. Alright, next speed, another speed. Alright, so we're going to fit it up, make a seat. Alright guys, so fan is working. Alright, I'm going to leave some things in the descriptions, like where you can go and get the thermal fuse for these, for the fans. Right, I'm going to leave them in the description below. Please like, share, and subscribe, and also I'm going to leave description on the toolkit that I use. Right, I'm going to show you. Yeah, I'm going to leave the description on this toolkit, right, and also the thermal fuse, right. These are it, right. So thanks again, guys. Please like, share, subscribe, right, and leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching.